Bench of Truth.
Hello, I am Amy Lynne Berger, and this is Park Bench of Truth. Park Bench of Truth is a filmed improv exercise featuring improvisers, but not about improv. So today I am very happy to welcome the multiple Emmy Award winner, Zhubin.
Thanks, hi. Unnecessary to say, but I appreciate it.
You may know Zhubin.
Start thing off right away by making everyone weird out by me.
Or just like really excited to watch the episode.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal. People know what the Emmys are.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, you may know Zhubin, though, from not Emmy Award winning things,
Thank
like
you.
his improv team, What I Did for Love.
Yes. They're nominated so many times, but
It's like,
I haven't been there.
yeah, you guys are like, well, no, Meryl Streep has won plenty of Oscars, but she's been nominated like 8 million times, no?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
are like
I
the
would-
Meryl Streep of improv.
Yeah, What I Did for Love is the Meryl Streep of the improv comedy scene. I would say that's a fair
I'm putting that out on the
comparison,
internet for sure. You can catch
yeah. Just as
them
many
doing
Donald
that.
Trump tweets about us, too. Yeah.
And you guys respond to all of them.
Oh, absolutely.
Super appropriately.
Oh, yeah, it's great
I
publicity.
mean, if people are going to say those things, you have to be able to respond.
You have to say something, you know?
Yeah, defense. You mean,
Yeah.
defense. Defense.
Defense. Yeah, I'm actually very, I know this has nothing to do with anything, but
Yeah.
I'm very bummed out that football season's been over for like a month now. I get
Oh,
really
yeah.
sad in the winter when...
Who's your team?
The New York Giants.
Heard of them.
Pro-wise.
All right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to be somebody.
Oh, all right.
Boy, what are you?
Bears fan.
The Bears?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, a long time ago. I remember you guys.
Back in the day, we were
Yeah.
kind of important.
My brother is a Chicago Bears fan.
Really?
Yeah, he lives in Chicago now. We would go see
Soldier
games
Field.
together.
I love
Soldier
it.
Field. It's funny because we would usually like every time we go see a game, we'd see like the highs like 50 or something. So
Mm-hmm.
we'd be like, oh, we can just go in like a jacket or something. And you forget like when you're at that thing that like
The lake
you're
chill effect.
The lake chill effect. You're there like you're just sitting for 3 hours.
Yeah,
before that.
it gets cold.
I
Right.
just shaved my winter beard like 3 days ago because I was like, it's so warm, it's spring, and this sucker can go, and now it's, I think, negative 400 degrees right now.
I like the idea of a winter beard.
I grow it out every, like around
Every
September,
winter.
October, and I kind of shave it off in March, yeah.
Well, you picked the perfect day
I know,
to
it's
do
great.
it.
I usually like, when it starts getting warm weather, because by that point I'm kind of sick of it.
Yeah,
I think it's weird to have a beard in the summer.
I mean,
don't know,
I
I
do
think
too.
it's- yeah, right?
I always shave
Yeah,
mine
you
off.
shave your winter beard off so quick.
I mean, I think every girl, after seeing V for Vendetta or seeing Natalie Portman, even if they didn't see the movie, were like, oh, I want to shave my head. Or at least that's what I
Really?
thought. But like, I can't. I know it won't look, I'm so pale. Like, it'll just look insane. I'll look like so scary. I like the idea of not needing to worry about like doing anything.
No. The less I can do before or after bed
Yeah.
is the better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot about getting LASIK surgery.
Oh, really?
Only because I won't have to deal with contact lenses
I
anymore.
know.
Like one less thing to worry about.
It scares me. I want to do it, but the idea of like
Yeah. For what? Like,
anything with eyeballs really freaks me out.
Yeah. No. Like just like if like that laser is like switched to like like weapon instead of eye surgery, then like
They
it's just
hit
gonna
the wrong
yeah. Then it's just like there's the consequences are so huge.
Do you watch The Simpsons?
Yes.
Ever? Okay. There's that one Halloween episode where it's like the Krusty Doll's like evil and insane and killing everyone. They take it to the guy and it's like, oh, he was on the evil
The
switch.
evil switch, yeah.
Switch to like nice.
That's exactly. It's like why was the laser beam switched to weapon? Yeah, that's my fear.
No, yeah.
Especially because you have to tell people afterwards. They'll be like, hey, what happened? Why are you blind? It's like, oh, I wanted to get a surgery that I was completely fine without. Any kind of like cosmetic surgery. I'm always like, well, if anything goes wrong,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh no, you lost both your legs. It's like, yeah, I was trying to get a nose job and things went wrong.
Have you ever had any like crazy? I had an appendicitis when I was like 11, so that's like the biggest surgery kind of thing I've had, but it obviously wasn't.
I've never even really broken a bone. like,
Really?
yeah. I'm very.
How do you
yeah.
avoid that? I feel like everyone's like broken
I'm,
them.
yeah, I'm very nerdy and I don't go outside.
If it makes you feel better, when I broke my leg doing a performance of West Side Story.
See, there you
My
go.
high school musical.
I remember when I was in college, we were doing there was a gap between the stage and the audience, and the stage was like a very high stage. And one of the performers, like, there's a moment like in the dark where a performer like missed the stage.
No. Oh God.
And just like slipped through and was like screaming, but at the moment everybody was screaming. And then like when the lights were turned on, everyone was like, Stacy, why aren't you like in your place?
Good question.
And I was like, oh, because her leg is like angled the wrong way.
Oh
Like, yeah.
God, that kind of just makes me think of football all over again. Because when they'll play those replays after an injury, there's the part of you that like wants to watch it because you want to see exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah.
But then there's the other part that's like, why are they doing this? I don't want to see this
I
person.
don't want to look away. I want to see it the first time, then I never want to see
Ever
it. I want
again.
to see exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, football players get paid way too little for what they go through.
For what they actually physically are
That's my
experiencing.
moral the way I feel morally okay with watching football is that I'm very pro player. So
Yeah.
I'm just very like anything the players want, they should get. Like I'm very like
Deserve all of it.
I'm very anti NFL corporate, so that
Yeah.
makes me feel better about watching the NFL's games.
I haven't been to a game. I grew up, my mom has season tickets to the Bears games.
Oh my gosh.
So we used to go every single week. But then as soon as I moved to New York, I went away. And then, the Bears became terrible after that. And I
Yeah.
really do think it's because I was their lucky charm.
I mean, there's nothing else that would explain it. I think
Nothing
you're
else,
right.
yeah. But I mean, I still follow all the time. I just love it. There's something about football that just gives me, I feel like there's no other medium that really like can get 80,000 people into one space
yeah,
and like cheering for the same thing.
There's such like a public antagonism. It feels like to sport, especially like for like New York liberals and for like kind of like liberals in general, that because it is really violent. There's like a whole host of
Got a
like
lot of
domestic
issues.
violence issues with the players, but it's like it's the most beautiful sport. It's got an intelligence in it that like no other sport matches.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm the kind of the guy who's like, oh, this is the kind of thing that like in 60 years when I'm an old man and everybody agrees sports like a horrible thing, I'll sound like the way racists sound today, where I'm like, well, I don't care.
In my day, the players were happy to get concussed.
Yeah.
Well, that's always, I mean, Peyton Manning, it was making me so nervous for so long. I was
Yeah.
like, stop.
I grew up in Knoxville, so like I'm a huge Peyton Manning fan.
Okay.
Like the whole
Yeah.
Manning family, and like those last 2 years, it was like
I
I
was
could
scared.
watch. Yeah, his head could pop off his body at any
Anytime.
hit. Yeah. It was terrifying. That's also the terrible thing too. Is like I love Peyton Manning. I love the Manning brothers. They're all like hardcore Republican supporters and donors. So it like takes a lot to like.
That's hard.
You
Yeah.
gotta separate like your own politics from
Yeah.
football.
But that's I think it's the same thing with just like celebrities in general, is it's hard when you're already such a fan to be like, oh, but I really, really, really disagree with you on some really
Yeah.
important things. But I can also appreciate you for all these other things that you do.
It's really like that whole thing about like, can you separate art from the artist? That like, yeah, that's the thing that it
Yeah.
seems like you really ultimately everybody is a hypocrite in their own way on that issue. Everybody has like one line they're not going to cross.
Exactly.
But they think other people should have that same line. It's upsetting to like to have that ever broken conversation, because they're like, wow, I'm about to find out what somebody's willing to tolerate for a movie they really love or for a sport they really love.
Yeah. Oh, it's
So I'm saying it's a really great icebreaker on a first date or something.
really great place to start. Well, so that we're going to edit this conversation. I'm so glad you talked with me today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh my God, you're so welcome.
great.
You can see Zhubin with his non-Emmy award-winning
Improv
improv
show,
team, What I
yeah,
Did for Love,
going in.
every Saturday night at UCB East, or you might also know him as being the head writer of The Daily Show with Trevor Noah.
Watch that
Check
too.
it out. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.